What is up, everybody? TurboVerse here today. We're going to talk about one of the craziest videos I have seen on this platform. One of the craziest fanboy videos, I might add. And this is by a pretty big channel. They have 346,000 subscribers. So they have a big presence on YouTube. And they have also some big fanboys as well, too. So the title of their video states, "Why the PS5 was destroying the Xbox Series X." And it's kind of like, as a person who owns both consoles, I think they're pretty much the same. It's like the Xbox actually has some more features over the PS5, especially talking about the extended hard drive, you can do off the rip, the quick resume feature. But yeah, it's like the PC and the PS5 was trying Xbox Series X. It's like, yeah, I don't agree with that. Everybody can have their own opinion, but honestly, a lot of people didn't like this video, as you can see by the thumbs up and dislike rate, the like and dislike ratio. 1.6K thumbs up and 4.6K thumbs down. So people did not agree with this video. Although I'm gonna play parts of the video, I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I'm probably gonna skip through it because this is you can watch on your own. But let's get into it.
Mojo Plays. Today, we're looking at why the PS5 destroyed the Xbox Series X. Does Microsoft actually know how to make a console anymore?
Finally, you agree.
Do they even know how to make a console? Wow,
Where you are now.
that is insane.
At least the summer of 2021, with very few people, PS3 and Xbox 360 were more evenly matched. The PS3 was generally more powerful, but sales-wise, they were on equal footing for a long time, and both
It's
had
about this generation.
and the Xbox One had an incredibly weak game library from the beginning, with forgettable.
What? I would say the Xbox One had a better library than the PS4, to be honest. Like they had them three: Rise, Son of Rome, Titanfall, and I believe what else did they have? I can't think of what else they had at the top of my head, but they had some good games that started Xbox One generation. It was just like after that, like after the beginning of the game started to decrease in quality and for a lot of the first party titles, but Xbox One's launch library is pretty great actually.
Launch titles like Dead Rising 3. Meanwhile, Sony has had some of the best video games in the industry and some of the best video games of all time with God of War, Ghost of Tsushima, The Last of Us, Uncharted,
I
and
agree,
Bloodborne,
but what does that
all
have to do
available on
with like
PlayStation.
Xbox Series X and PS5?
New console. Whether this trend will continue for Sony.
The massacre.
Hey, we talking
Own
about
or are thinking of getting a PC instead. You need a Switch to play Nintendo's polished and beloved games.
Okay.
And it's these games that form the basis of Nintendo's continued success despite putting out underpowered and more limited consoles.
Yeah, I agree with that part of Nintendo.
PCs have other benefits over Xboxes too, like the fact that with a decent rig you can also play thousands of acclaimed indie games that won't ever come to consoles. And while PCs become quickly outdated, practically every component is upgradable, so you'll still be able to keep pace with consoles, though it might be costlier.
What does that have to do with the PS5 destroying the Xbox Series X that you can get a PC, a gaming PC that's like a higher end one? That has nothing to do with the PS5 and Xbox Series X. I don't get what they're getting at with this point.
Term. The Xbox Series consoles have so far failed in other departments as well.
What?
The Xbox Series X, despite being on paper a far more technically impressive console with a marginally faster CPU, almost 2 teraflops more GPU power, and a larger SSD, has consistently underperformed against the PS5.
In what
For
ways?
whatever reason, developers haven't yet been able to eke out the same performance from the Xbox Series X that they've achieved on the PS5, even when running cross-platform games like Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And this is in spite of games like Valhalla alleging that they are optimized for Xbox Series X. One big reason why this could be is that Microsoft sent out dev kits for new Xboxes much later than Sony, meaning developers simply had less time to optimize for Xbox. Because of this,
Okay.
we could see the
So that
performance.
could be fixed, like as soon as the developers get more time with the systems. It's kind of like right now we're seeing games performing better on the PS5, but the short term, like, I'm gonna see the real difference when when more games start coming out. Like, this is such a stupid point right here. But okay, for right now, sure.
Situation change over the 9th generation. After all, the Xbox One X ended up being the most powerful console last gen, but it's impossible to predict. At the moment, if you're someone who cares about getting the absolute best performance possible, and a lot of people do, you'll need a PS5, not necessarily an
That's so
Xbox.
これ
laughable.
がプレイステーション5の全部です。
But perhaps the final killing blow for Microsoft has been the controller. controller. The Xbox 360
What?
controller is still widely regarded as one of the best controllers of all time, and Microsoft has definitely taken an if it ain't broke, don't fix it approach. This
And
means
what's
that
wrong with
Xbox
that?
controllers have barely changed since the 360, while Sony has
And
been innovating. The Xbox Series controller doesn't match up to the new and exciting DualSense, which has been the biggest design shakeup for Sony in the entire history of PlayStation.
okay.
Baby, been waiting on me. How you doing? Ooh, it's sleek, it's clean. Oh man.
With bells and whistles like the best haptic feedback in the business and adaptive triggers, the DualSense promises a gameplay experience Microsoft can't match currently. There are rumors that Microsoft is
Let's talk about this DualSense controller, because I have both of these consoles. I can speak unbiasedly. The DualSense feature is just a better variation of Rumble feature or the controller vibrating. That's all it does. It's not this revolutionary new thing that I really care about. I don't really care. It's like as long as I got a controller, a standard controller like they have on the screen here, and a TV, that's all I really care about. I don't care about the gyro controls or the motion controls. I don't care about none of that. I just want to play the game with a controller and a TV screen. That's all I care about. As long as you got that, I'm good to go. So this whole that Microsoft really need to reinvent the controller, they are fine just sticking with this model right here. It's like all you mainly talk about with that DualSense and haptic feedback mainly for right now is that Astro's Playroom was pretty much like a glorified tech demo of the controller, of the DualSense controller, which is like okay, but it's like they really want the entire game to be based off these moving the controller around like back and forth like this. It's like I don't care about doing any of that. just keep gaming how it is right now. It's like these points are just stupid that he's making in this video. It's like nothing that really like matters.
going to add more features to the Xbox controller in order to better compete with the DualSense, but only time will tell how good a job they do. And Microsoft is still producing expensive controllers that don't have rechargeable batteries. Xbox has severely fallen behind where controllers are concerned.
You know, sometimes we're able to work with.
Okay, I forgot where it was like. Yeah, with the whole DualSense, I forgot. I think I was talking about the DualSense. It's like I don't really care about the DualSense controller or these other features. Just give me a regular controller and TV screen. That's pretty much what I'm getting at with this. Let's continue on with the video.
The teams to create, meaningful designs that really celebrate the culture.
Oh, okay. I remember what I was talking about now. Actually, I remember what I was talking about before I got interrupted. With the whole, they talking about the battery supply thing. Yeah, you can just buy rechargeable batteries if that's really a thing, or just buy like reusable, rechargeable batteries. It's not that big of an issue that they claim to make it to be, or you can just buy the standard just AA batteries. Either way, Microsoft gives you options. So I don't know why this is such a big deal with people. It's like they've been doing it for the past 3 generations. I don't see a problem with it now. Especially if you're familiar with the Xbox ecosystem, it's not that big of a deal. So let's get into it.
Culture of gaming and gamers and our fans. And so we're always proud to be able to contribute to that. I don't know what else to add to that.
The Xbox Series consoles might have some things going for them, like the cheapest entry point into next-gen gaming and access to Game Pass, but Microsoft still hasn't been able to make a machine that is truly competitive against Sony's flagship console. And that's why the PS5 destroyed the Xbox Series X. Check out these other great clips from Mojo Plays, and be sure
Okay, that's the end of the video right there. Let's look at some of these comments though. PS Fanboy is hitting hard, ignore backwards compatibility. Facts, they didn't mention that in the video. It's like it's leagues above the PlayStation counterpart the PlayStation competition backwards compatibility. And like people don't like Xbox first party, like they have some amazing games that Xbox has exclusive to their console, but just ignore that. And know that the Xbox controller is better. Well, it's subjective, but I do kind of like the Xbox controller a little bit better. Act like Series X isn't more powerful. Gloss over Game Pass. Game Pass is an amazing service right now. Act like the PS5 isn't outselling because they have more stock, and ignore Quick Resume. They didn't mention Quick Resume at all either, so it's such a stupid video. It's just some clear Sony bias with this video. I was expecting to see a sponsored by PlayStation clip at the end. LOL, right? I'm about the PlayStation man, but you lost my respect for misleading, and I unsubscribed for that reason. So people was definitely pissed off with this video. The clickbait desperation. This is why the console wars never end. Who wrote this? LOL. It's unclear that PlayStation will bring more games to PC. LOL. OMG. Yeah, PlayStation's clearly on a mission to bring a lot of these games to PC. Video is full of lies and denotes a clear ignorance of its editor. Jeez. This dude is literally taking every subjective opinion he has about a console and tries to make it sound like a fact. I'm pretty sure there is a term that describes that. I'm not even angry, I just feel pity and cringe for them. So these comments are like, wow. Yeah, somebody in Spanish says, watch Mojo Punta para Sony. I'm pretty sure that's not a good word right there, but I'm kind of curious what people say to reply. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that punta word is not a good word. I don't speak Spanish. Hard to say that one console has destroyed the other one. Neither has been out for a full year exactly. It was like we barely got any new next generation games for either console, really. Most people are just playing last generation games right now. The dual sense controller is breaking. The adaptive triggers aren't even holding to the haptic feedback. Is a useless feature anyway because people like to play with vibration turned off. It's just like an improved vibration feature. I don't get the whole people losing their minds with the whole DualSense controller. Sure, it's cool, but it's still like I don't care. I don't care about it really. Oof, another big channel like Watch Mojo try to get some clickbait BS. Looks like the weekend isn't good for PS ponies because they got hurt so much after Xbox getting many positive reviews. Positive news while PS has negative. The cringe of the PS fanboy, they are both amazing, just appreciate both. How can you take a look at something that doesn't exist? So he says, he's laughing and this is a freaking joke full of lies, destroys, they say. This channel is a joke. So people are not liking this video. This is crazy because this is a pretty big channel. 354,000 people that have subscribers to them. 346,000. That's a lot of subscribers. And then you bring out fanboy content like this. It's like, jeez, it's not a good look. So, yeah, even these big channels are full of fanboys as well too, which is crazy. So, yeah, nobody was happy with this video, which is pretty funny. So, I'm gonna conclude the video right there. Definitely want to see the comments about this down below. How do you feel about these big companies being fanboys as well? That you think they'd be the bigger person and not contribute to like fanboy arguments? But even them, these big companies are still doing the whole fanboy stuff as well too. So yeah, definitely see the comments about this down below. Leave a like if you like this video. As always, thanks for watching and peace.